I sit here with pen and paper in hand, I find myself shaking my head because I really don't understand. Why do we kill our own race? Blood, cuz, look at the seriousness in my face. So many young laying in their graves. 400 plus years later, we're still acting like slaves. I'm not trying to act like no saint, because I banged to it one time, but I woke up, and to do it now, I just can't. I feel you should be able to see what I see, but you're still in the game now, trapped, can't get out, wings clipped, can't fly free. So many of y'all hear my words, but you still continue to fly around like out-of-control birds. Blue, green, tan, black, gray, and red. You died over a color. Come on, homie, open the doors and windows up inside your head. You ain't listening to daddy or mama. It seems like you're married to that ugly word called drama. Let's look at all the pictures of the murder scenes. Man, I'm telling you, they are all real and vivid. These ain't no dreams. Young and old homies, I know the pain of losing a loved one or homie. The pain runs deep. I know you still see their faces as you toss and turn in your sleep. Whose soul is it? Yours, theirs, or mine that you gotta reap? Sometimes my anger gets the best of me when I think about all the real solid homies in the cemetery who need to be set free. This corrupt system that enjoys seeing us kill each other, man, I'm telling you, it's killing me. The other night, I dug up the homie's grave and sat in it, and we had a deep talk. We talked about a lot of things, and he even got up, so we took to the cemetery, a little comfortable walk. Let me tell you what we talked about. It was all real, no doubt. We talked about his mama, little sister, and his brother, and how he really wants to come back. But life and death ain't set up like that. I'm spitting at you such a true fact. Once you dead, young homies, it's all over and done. Ain't no more getting up and enjoying the rays from the sun. The homie spoke to me about the other black man who put those 2 bullets in his head. He said, "Did you hear me, homie?" I said, "Hell yeah, I've heard every word that you said." The homie said to me that every day he banged, his eyes were like a turned out light. They were sitting inside his head, lost and no longer bright. He told me it was a trip to lay on that table at the morgue. He said it was also a trip to sit down and talk face to face with the Lord. He told me to tell all the homies, Crips and Bloods, that it's really cold laying in the morgue's ice box. He said he couldn't wait for his mama to bring him some clothes, a jacket, and his favorite pair of socks. He said it was like Satan was constantly walking through his bloodstream. Then he told me living down in his casket every day, unable to leave, just makes him want to scream. He turned to me, shook his head and said he just wanted to be an OG. He said he thought then all the homies would finally look up to me. Then he said, all I did, homie, was allow another leaf to fall and die on my family tree. He told his mama, I want to say thank you for picking out a casket that really looked good. I apologize, mama, for not listening to you like I should. Damn, big homie, I really can't believe I died over my hood. He said it was a funny experience to be in that little room having his wake. He said he tried to wake up, but he couldn't. Homies, listen to me. That's real. It's not fake. He told me he saw all of us standing around his casket saying goodbye and crying. He said the Lord told him that himself and all of our mothers are tired of seeing us dying. He told me the first night down in his grave, he called his mama from the cell phone she left in his casket, but she wasn't there at home. Mama, where was you at? A few days later when they talked, she said, son, I was sitting in my bedroom for hours with all the curtains closed. It was pitch black. Oh Lord, mama, I don't want you to do that. He told her to pick up the pieces of the puzzle scattered on the ground and snap out of it and come back around. Son, that's easy for you to say, but it's hard for mama to do. The reason why, son, is because mama really misses you. His mama said his little sister played a videotape last night of him clowning and telling jokes. She misses you and her little heart is shattered. Son, it's broke. You were her protection. It made mama feel so good to sit back and watch you talk to her about life and show her so much affection. The homie told me he wished the night before he died he had to listen to Pastor James. But he said he thought his life was like one of the cartridges in one of his favorite video games. Like they say, in one ear and out the other. Man, homies, life is not set up for us to die before our father and mother. Well, homie, I gotta go because I only get so much time to come out of my casket and walk around. I gotta walk down this set of stairs. They take me back 6 feet into the ground. He said my dreams are trapped inside this pretty casket with me. unable to come to life anymore. They have no more wings to fly free. I left my girlfriend out in the world by herself with a pregnant belly. The homie said he saw a vision last night of his brother up in Folsom sitting on his bunk, crying and talking to his celly. He told me before he had to bounce from chilling with me to tell the homies and his unborn child to listen to God and not Satan and stay out of trouble, drugs, crimes, and gangs, and not grow up wild. Well, dog, he told me I gotta go back to sleep. Man, I want my life back, but I can't because you know what? Death is so deep. I walk through the cemetery, touching the dirt. Dear mama and every mother who lost a child, I know y'all's hearts hurt as I walk through the cemetery, touching the dirt. This is to the gang banger. I'm doing everything to control my anger. This is to the gang banger. I dedicate this poem to my brother Alvin Leon Bryant Jr., to my cousin Chris Frazier, aka Baby Hee, Skyline Pyru, and all the fallen soldiers, man, in the city of San Diego and all the cities worldwide, all the other states, regardless what color you are, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, it doesn't matter to me. I just wish that somewhere, something that I do, something that I say, a sentence that I say in any of my poetry, any of my work, something, anything, can wake somebody up and make them see what I see. Realize that, you know what, life is beautiful. We only get one shot at this, man, and to steal another person's life or have your life stolen is something that we really got to take a good look, a deep look at. Not just a quick gander, but a deep look at and think, you know, the essence of life. You know, we got that opportunity, and we get it every day as we hear these stories that surround us about people dying, as we walk past these cemeteries and we look at all these grave sites. And, you know, look at us. We keep getting that chance to escape death. We need to appreciate it. I had a reoccurring dream that I went somewhere with my mother and my wife, and they got killed because of something that I did the night before to somebody from another set. And so that's what made me get out of gangs, and all my homies that are real homies respected my call. I respect any man's call that's man enough to stand up on his 2 feet, man, and tell his real homies, if they real homies, that hey, I did what I had to do. My mother's husband died of cancer. My mother's mother died of cancer. My brother was murdered. I really dedicate this poem to my mom too, because my mom is going through a lot right now, a lot that a lot of people don't think about on a day-to-day basis. And in saying that, I slowly, quietly step back and let this poem and my thoughts all come to an end. God bless, peace, one love.